Hey guys, Kyle here again. So, the joys of home ownership. We own two homes. One we live in, and one we rent out. And the only reason we rent out the other house is because we couldn't sell it years ago, and we were planning on having more kids. So we had a new house built. About twice the size of the old house, like 2,800 square feet or something. And so we had the new house built, and we couldn't sell the old house because that's when the economy was kind of going crazy about 10 years ago, well, 8 years ago, roughly. So we decided, well, we'll become landlords, unfortunately, because I never wanted to do it. And however, my mother, before she died, one of her dreams, one of her big things was she wanted to own property. She wanted to be a landlord. So somehow I took that on. And so we rent out our house, and, we make a little bit of money off of it. Not a whole lot, but, the mortgage is what it is. And so we make a little bit, but pretty much I just keep that money in that account for the house for when things break. Because the house is built in 1988 or 89, so it's almost 30 years old. And things break. So 7 or 8 years ago we had the roof done. About 5 or 6 years ago we had the piping redone again, because it had already been done once before. So in 30 years it's been done twice. And so I get a call the other day, and the people living there were complaining about the AC not blowing cold enough, or not blowing hot enough, whatever it was this time. It's earlier this year they called, and rightfully so. During the summer it was hot. I mean, it was in the hundreds plus. Consistently. So the ACs all around Jacksonville here. I mean, it was on the news that people's ACs were just going out because they had to work so hard. Well, the AC in that house is about 30 years old. So the outside unit's been replaced a couple times, and so now we're actually doing the entire system. But they called me and said, hey, it's blowing warm air. And obviously, you're in Florida, it's already 80, 90 degrees outside. You don't want to be pumping warm or hot air into your house. So I'm like, all right, well, let me get my AC guy over there. And my AC guy, Mike, and he's an awesome guy. He's been hooking me up for about a year and a half, for 2 years now, and he's been really great and saving me some money. But he told me, the last time that he came out, he's like, this unit's probably going to die within the next year, and you're going to want to get it replaced. The outside unit, not the inside unit. The problem with the unit entirely is that it's 30 years old, so that it uses R22 refrigerant, and everything else has moved on to new types of refrigerant. So you cannot replace the outside unit without replacing the inside unit. So what does that mean? So normally, if you could just replace the outside unit with an old R22 system, you're talking about $400 or $500 job. That would be awesome. But we're talking about something that's 30 years old now, so we don't get that opportunity. Our option is to replace the whole thing with a new unit. So what does that mean? That means this guy has to fork out $3,000.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
For a new air conditioner. So luckily we had it, because like I said, we take the money that we make off the rental and we stick it into an account, and it's there, and it is only used for the rental. So when things break, we go to that account and that account only, and we fix things that are broken for the house. I don't have to dip into my personal money to have to fix stuff. Now, I do have things in my contract that say, if the renter knocks a hole in the wall, they have to fix it. If the renter has kids and the kids take their keys and flush them down the toilet and they have to call a plumber, that's on the renter. If the renter causes the thing to happen, like if they cause a break, if they break something and it's up to under a certain dollar amount, I think I put like $100, and the repair is under $100, like your kid is a teenager and freaked out and punched a hole in the wall, like I did when I was little, they have to fix it. Or in my renter's case, their kid was in the attic because they were trying to move something and he fell through the ceiling. They had to patch the ceiling. They still have yet to put on the spray stuff to match the old popcorn ceiling because it is a 30-year-old house, so it has popcorn ceiling. What in the world? People are crazy. I just watched an AT&T van turn out of a driveway, make a U-turn across 4 lanes of traffic, and then cut through an intersection to go right back in that same driveway it came from. So I guess the guy forgot something. But so that's what I'm on my way to do now, and just dropping off the kids at daycare. And now I'm on my way over to, well, I got to get some food because I normally don't eat this early in the morning, but if I'm going to be lugging around an air conditioner and moving things and that kind of stuff, you know, you got to put food in the engine to run. So I'm just going to grab some food. And as always, trusty coffee. So let's take a look at this project, and hopefully within the next couple hours we'll be done and I can get back on to doing whatever it is I need to do today.
2 hours later.
Alright, so about 2 hours later than planned, finally on my way to work on this air conditioner. So I get a call earlier from Mike, and I'm like, dude, you know, we're supposed to meet at 9 and it's 11 now. And apparently the place that we ordered the AC from put the AC on a delivery truck instead of putting it out for pickup. So we had to track down the car, or we had to track down the air conditioner and get it on his truck, and now we're heading to the rental to get it installed. I'm just going to help out, maybe make it a little bit quicker. I know Mike is, you know, he works by himself, so if I can do anything to speed up the process and, you know, get this thing installed and help him out, you know, I'm all about it. It's about 50 degrees today, so it's a little bit chillier in Jacksonville. It's been in the 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever, but we have this Arctic cold, whatever, that came down from up north or something, and so it's dropped our temperatures a little bit, but nothing too bad. I mean, 50 degrees really isn't anything horrible compared to what some people are experiencing around the country right now. So we're replacing this AC, and what started it was the capacitor in here was out. They put a new one in and tried to jump start the motor, but the motor and the condenser died. So that means that this has to be replaced, which is like $400. But since we don't want to do that, we're going to do the inside unit and the outside unit. So right now we're running the new drain line, new copper, all that stuff in. All had to be replaced. It was old, needed to be brought up to code. Brazing. We got everything brazed in, and we're getting ready to test it out and fill the refrigerant and see if we're good to go. Alright, so 4 long hours later, the AC is now installed. 2.5 ton, 14 SEER unit, 3 ton inside unit. Oh, sorry. It's been a long day. AC's hooked up, everything's hooked up, blowing cold. The air coming out of the unit is like 49 degrees. So my renters like to keep their house at like 68 for some insane reason. They want it to snow in there. We're in Florida, it's hot, it's the way it is. But hopefully it should run another 10 years, I would hope, without any issue. So that was today's fun, was the AC. So tomorrow's fun might be toolbox shopping. I don't know. We'll see. Make sure that you guys like, subscribe, comment, and share. See you guys later.